You aren't going to believe this thing when I show it to you. You won't even be able to imagine that such a thing is possible. But your eyes aren't fooling you. It's the real deal. Feast your eyes on that. That is a fishing lure. I told you. It's gigantic. That's what she said. Well, I wasn't lying to you folks. I told you. This is something that you aren't going to see every day. So what is it, you might be asking? Well, this is the Savage Gear 40 millimeter Line-thru Trout. And this thing is, well, it's impressive. I originally bought it to use for musky fishing. And, but, you know, once I got it, I thought, gosh, it seems a shame to throw that in the water and risk losing it. It's so unique. You know, it's very hard to find these. I did find, I do see where Tackle Warehouse has them right now for $65. So, as musky lures go, that's probably pretty par for the course. But for me, it's just really unique, and so I've been just displaying it. That being said, today we're going to open it up, take a look at it, check it out, and just see what this thing's all about. I mean, look at the attention to detail on that. That's the thing about Savage Gear. And I have some other Savage Gear lures or baits, and their attention to detail is just striking. The quality of the paint job, and, you know, the attention to the spines on the fins, and just the realistic action of the lure. You know, you got to give credit where credit's due, and Savage Gear has come out with a number of really unique baits, but the thing that's kind of common to all of them is their realistic appearance. So as you can see, first and foremost, this is a line-through lure, and this one is pre-rigged. So let me just show it to you here. Okay, it's, as you can see, it's very soft. It's very realistic feeling. The line through, and that's, I'm going to try to demonstrate this here. So they pre-rigged the line through, and these are obviously very large hooks. Okay, and then you would just rig that. That's a steel leader that runs through the bait, comes out to these hooks. And I think the idea there is that when a muskie or a pike grabs it, they can't throw the lure, because the lure will separate from the hooks, and they can't use the weight of it to throw the hook. Okay, so let's just take a look at what the packaging says here. You know, there isn't a whole lot to be said. It's gigantic. It's huge. But that says everything, right? Let me set this down. All right, this is Savage Gear Line-thru Trout, 40 centimeters. I believe that equals out to approximately 16 inches. That looks about right. Says, based on 3D scan of real trout with detailed fin and facial details for clear water applications. Line-through design lets the bait slide up the line when the fish is hooked for a higher hook to land ratio. That's Yeah, that's what I thought. The line through allows the lure to separate from the hooks, and then the fish can't use that as leverage to throw the hook. And you know, when you're fishing for pike or muskie, they can shake violently. So I get the theory behind this. I have not actually fished with this yet. As I said, I've been displaying it. It seemed like a shame to potentially ruin it or lose it, but why else did I buy it, right? And I did buy it to go musky fishing with, and so I have a rod that's just right for this. As you can imagine, it's a stout rod. It's a heavy line and heavy reel, and made for just exactly this kind of application. I obviously we would probably be trolling this. It's a slow sinking bait, so I assume and it'll keep sinking as long as you let it. So I assume you count, and I don't know what rate it's sinking. I'd have to look at it to figure out. But I think once you're trolling it behind a boat, it's going to tend to run deeper, and so especially in the fall when you're going after muskie, that might not be a bad strategy. And you know, big lures get big fish. All right, well, I apologize this isn't a more technical review. It's just not my thing. I just think this is cool, and I figured you might think it's cool. And if you want to give some comments down below with some of your own experiences, or maybe some technical aspects of this lure that you think might be interesting, I'd sure appreciate it. In any event, please give me a thumbs up and share this video, and that's it. Until we meet again, thanks.